Welcome to the Flow of Life. This is the first video where we explore what it means to be in the flow. Okeko Learn Share is a project for healing and the raise of consciousness. We gather with people who are okay or have an intention to be okay, to have dialogues where we explore freely any topic of interest of its participants and welcome every opportunity to learn to share, share to learn and/or have our presence appreciated. Okeko gatherings are free, which means without fee, membership, curriculum, fixed guidelines, hierarchic power structures or authorities. In past Okeko gatherings, we've explored the nature of self and reality, perception of who we are, relations to others and environment, thoughts and feelings, fears and emotions, recognition of beliefs, habits and patterns that no longer serve us on our continual healing journey, the art of letting go and the flow of life. As we see the various streams in the video, with its different speeds and conditions, the play of light and its shadows, the banks with its meandering shapes and heights, the obstacles of stones and wood where dirt and rubbish meet, we are taking a look at the parts in the stream where the water goes round in circles. These are all analogies of our flow of life that we often fail to recognize, ignore, put aside or contrarily stick to, seemingly incapable to let go of. The conditions and obstacles, the dirt and rubbish. We're whirling around in circles, assuming that if there is movement there must be progress, and accumulating more and more things we don't really want. Thoughts always about the past, going round and round, keeping us locked in the long foregone. They call upon the same feelings which manifest the same perceptions of reality, where we repeat the same thoughts. The changing, flowing, progressing stream goes by, and we are not in it. Yet the mainstream of water is flowing with ease, back to the depth, never losing its connection with source, around obstacles, along dirt and rubbish, through conditions and vortexes at the surface and in the deep. In speed, calmness and stillness, the water doesn't care. Only we hold on to hang-ups and habits. We demand the right conditions for flow. We want to organize the stones and the woods, erase the obstacles, fight the various expressions, change the banks and reshape the meandering. Dim the lights and curse the shadows. Slow down the speeds, bring intensity in an orderly state, but in the meantime pile dirt and rubbish, extremes of toxic waste virtually everywhere, and still hold on to the thought of progress. Ill health, disease, fear, pain and stress can be seen as truth processes. They don't just go away. They motivate us to look at ourselves from a different perspective, adjust to our truth, and keep up to speed with our consciousness. For if we long to be in the flow of life, we have to allow, open up, be aware of whatever comes our way or leaves us. Let go, reflect in stillness, and be receptive to new ideas and visions. Knowing that we are going around in circles means we have to inquire, knowing we have to find the flow, knowing that its movement is there, its higher vibration, its higher frequency, the freshness of a flowing vortex of higher consciousness, which brings progress. It's there, it was never gone. We fail to mark, to remark. That's why it's good to see the different streams. They remind us of the flow. Hear the energizing sound of flow, feel its freshness, taste its pureness, smell its thrilling fragrance, see its stimulating beauty and know that our flow of life is subtle, etheric, cosmic, infinite, full of potential, lovely, creative, powerful and intelligent. Sense our path, know it is a path of truth unfolding, of change and discovery, of joy and excitement, of letting go of grief and sorrow, disappointment and jealousy, inertia and lack of trust, acknowledging fear and flight, freeze and fight. Live on in love, fun and creativity, just like the streams on film. The flow of life is in the expression of our talents and abilities, our art and resourcefulness, wisdom and vision. We find it in wonder, eowyn and dreams, in the smile of a child and discernment of the elderly, in our heart of hearts, love and gratitude, reception of information, blessed intuition and enlightening truths. It's in the healing sounds and friendly dialogues, the friskiness of communication, the vibration and drums of music, the delight of a poem, our inquiry into emotional pain and letting go of stress and disease. It's in the love for one another, our courage of engagement and being in the flow. The flow of life is markable. It's everywhere, we are it. Life is live on, or leven in Dutch. Oh yeah, I was born in the Netherlands, never mind, just to point out that my mother tongue is Dutch. Actually a Dutch dialect, Maastrichts, in which they say leven, which means three things: live, life and darling. Yeah, I suggest joining these three meanings of life in English too. I live, live on, leven, leven, my darling, life is live on. Grateful for seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, tasting all this beauty, knowing the reality of flow beyond my senses, knowing my path in the flow, meeting the animals on my way. They seem to be in the flow every moment. With their engagement in all that is, their instant attention and intuition, they teach me that there is a subtle way to live on. I'm grateful for all this. Thank you for watching, and thank you Scotland for sharing.